Blind since birth, Michael was on the 78th floor of the World Trade Center, the one building, the North Tower. He was guided out by his guide dog, Roselle, and another colleague.
September 11th, 2001. A day of mourning our country's great losses. A day of rising from the ashes as one. A nation divided came together, no matter our views and differences, united and recovered from one of the most shocking events our world has ever experienced. But what exactly helped us in doing so? What transformed this tragic event into one that we can look back on with hope and pride? I had the wonderful opportunity to meet with writer, public speaker, physicist, and survivor Michael Hinkson to talk about just how a blind man and his guide dog survived and their story long before that.
I know what I want Roselle to do. Roselle knows what she wants me to do, but I also know that Roselle is going to do her job well. So when the building was struck, Roselle was asleep under my desk and did not come out right away. But after the building tipped and then it came back to its normal position, I walked into the office and Roselle came out and I met her, and she was kind of wagging her tail and just kind of looking up at me and yawning and shaking her head like dogs do when they wake up. I told her to heel, which was to come around on my left side and sit, which she did. So I knew that in an emergency like that, you had to go down the stairs, even though that meant we had to go down from floor 78 to 1. That was the only safe way to get out.
Since then, Michael has traveled the States, inspiring others by telling them his story and sharing the revolutionary progress being made on technology for the blind. He has released 2 books, Thunderdog and Running with Roselle, each featuring his unique experience on 9/11 and growing up with a guide dog by his side.
Well, and what I hope people will learn is how to function as a blind person doesn't mean anything different than how to function as a sighted person. And we all ought to recognize that everyone has gifts and everyone has challenges, and that we should not be diminishing anyone simply because they don't do something as well as we do. I think Gandhi said it best when he said, "Be the change that you want to see in the world." We have to model it. Every individual has to model it. I think for me, it was a time to reflect and a time to recognize that things were not going to be the same.
So, how did we do it? According to Mr. Hinkson, it's a mix of trust, teamwork, and unconditional love. On September 11th, the world indeed stood still, but only to move forward even faster than we did before. Signing off for FSPA, I'm Isabella Ojeda.